Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21. It's career mode. We're on episode 36. We're at the presidential tour of Turkey. And it's one of our final sponsor objectives of the season. We're looking to be in pretty good shape now. And those national championships coming soon, they're not going to have the impact that they've had in previous seasons. I've already seen that in action as we had the Chilean ones a few weeks back. I get a small boost, but it's not the massive boost we used to get. So you still have to now kind of couple that with work now that we're Continental Pro. But it still does have a positive impact, and that combination is going to make things relatively simple. So with only a couple minor objectives left, I'm not worried about the state of things any longer. But I'd still like to see us hit that 100% evaluation. And in order for that, we do need to find a little bit of success. And we need a stage win here. And out of 6 stages, there's 4 sprints. And then there's one minor punchy one that is ultimately just a sprint, but you got to be able to climb ever so slightly to be in position. And then this, the only actual punchy stage. I don't have sprinters here, so we need these guys. Kalnin's, the sprinter that is here, got dropped way back at the start on that Category 1 climb, is like 17 minutes down overall, and you can see we are struggling through this period at the moment, but we need to get back up in position, and now we can turn that up and kind of work our way back up there as we prepare for the final climb on this one. 106 riders in the Peloton. There are riders dropped, not just Kalnin's, but there's definitely some fatigue out there. Mulebron, Roman, Gonzalez, Albiol, who have been doing the lead out stuff, are now pretty dang tired. And as we go inside the final 10K, the Peloton's getting smaller, not larger. And our guys just came forward. Let's see. Yep, that's it. That's everybody at the front besides Kalnin's. So maintain, set up a train, and let's get things moving. Igashin is the guy we're going to ride for. He's in the best shape. I think Isakov is the one that leads him out and may end up being the better rider. I mean, race day condition-wise, it kind of looks that way. Luxies is going to give us some pace. And then here, this is just kind of a energy thing. Who has a little bit more left? And we need to gel up for all 3 of these and get moving. We need to get out front. It's downhill right now. Gonzalez Albiol brings it forward awfully quick. That's good. 7K to go. This climb is definitely not a foregone conclusion. It is going to... It's not a puncher necessarily. It could be down to a top climber. Or at least somebody with a combination, which is why I worry about Igashin a little bit. It could end up being Isakov today. Back up to 104. Gonzalez Albiol is done. Let's see if he can just break toe momentarily behind us. No, he does not, but that's okay. Okay, next gel, 3.6 now. Igashin. Roman, that is. Molebron. Okay. Luxies is going to take over in just a moment. We're down to 2.7. Okay, gel up. 2.3. Ease off a little bit. We're in that nice front position. Luxies, 99. Save these last 2 guys, 1.8. Okay, here come the others. I don't know how well we're going to contend here. 1K to go, 1K to go. Okay, Isakov giving a lead out for Igashin. Igashin's going to have to go, and it looks like we're going to get a top 5 out of this, but we're definitely not. Ooh, no, Igashin done fast there. Final corner, 500 meters. Oh, not final corner. Wow, this is... Told you this could come down to a climber and not necessarily a sprinter. You see there's definitely guys going backwards. Dina is going backwards. Isakov's going to push past him, but it's elite guys. Adam Yates, Zapata, Shockman. Isakov's 6th. Just misses the top 5 on the stage. It's going to be good for the GC in this race, as you can see big time gaps all over the place. Some unknowns that got up there. Competitive. Good. But yeah, we didn't look terribly likely to do much. But when you got guys like Patty Bevan and De La Cruz and Pedersen back into the top 20, it's not a bad day when you're able to pull off 6th and 17th for that matter. But Egeshed was the guy that I was trying to ride for, and as predicted, I thought it might come down a little bit more to a climber combo like Adam Yates, guy who's pretty punchy over a short distance, but definitely strong climber. Max Schachmann, Jack Haig, great examples right there. Chris Hamilton, great examples of what I was talking about in terms of profile. And Isakov, not that guy, but more that guy than Egeshen, hence him getting into the top 10.
But it has gained the start of the midweek Fleche Wallonne Classic. The baroudeurs will enjoy up to and beyond the first half of the 195-kilometre route, but the final 76 kilometres are not for them. 3 ascensions of the RF Cherave Mur de Huy triptych will see the race favourites come to the fore. The showdown will come on the final ascent of the Mur de Huy, and nobody can afford to be badly placed when that climb begins. The narrow road and steep slope, up to 20%, are unforgiving.
All right, you heard the announcer there. It's Fleche Wallonne, and I'm excited because, well, first year Continental Pro, we asked for an invite to every race, and outside of a couple sponsor objectives, we only picked up a couple actual invites. So I'm just happy to have any, but I particularly like Fleche Wallonne. I've won Fleche Wallonne in the past on numerous occasions, and we certainly have a decent team for this showing, and we have decent race day condition with, look, she's the only one on a negative, and it's just a -1. We don't have massive positives. I mean, we have a +3 for Roman and a couple +2s, so it's not major, but it's good race day condition, and we'll see what we can do with this one. Breakaway already formed. It looks like about 6 riders away, but more trying to go clear. I'm just not a rider for the break. That's just not my thing. Berlikov has got to be the guy today because there's a lot of climbing as you head into the Mur de Huy, and then it definitely requires some punchiness at the end. With that 84 mountain and a 78 hill rating, 74 resistance, Berlikov, natural choice. Kevin Rivera looking pretty good as a strong support rider. Roman is, as just a puncher, not going to do terribly well. Same with Jurcevic, though he has certainly got some quality, but that 65 mountain will not get him up the Mur de Huy enough times. It'll get him up once or twice, but not repeatedly. Egeshed, it's a 70 mountain with 80, so we'll give him a shot, but I don't think he'll necessarily be around late. And then Luke Shees could swap with somebody who's a better climber. Anybody? Roman is. Roman, and relax, and we'll put Luke Shees on Berlikov and let Roman get the other free ride. Okay, let's move things along. We have no action for a while yet. 170k to go. We're going to need to get water at roughly 120 and then 60k. Of course, that 60k one is going to happen where you're already kind of hitting the action zones. Got to kind of watch out for that. But until about here, things will be easy. Let me speed things up. All right, we're going to bring it on back. I'm going to send Jurcevic to get water early as things start getting crazy in this race, and we don't want to wait until that time to handle that situation. So 73k is slightly further out than I would want to be on getting water, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll get us to the end. But you can see just how much fatigue he picked up trying to get the water at the time he did as we hit the first climb of the day. And you've got all these short, steep, undulating periods on roads that aren't very wide, and it really starts to split the field early in this one. 165 in the Peloton, already some riders off the back just making contact again, and I think those guys were down and out the back because of a crash, and so the weather today could impact this race significantly. It could not only catch us out, but it could catch out half the Peloton realistically, as you know, theoretically a big crash at the wrong time could split the Peloton in two. Easily split the field. Alright, here we go. First time up the Mer de Huy. First to 3 times. See just how steep, how difficult the climb is. At an 80, we are going back really fast. De La Cruz out for Borhansgrohe. He's among those who crashed, so Crash catching him out. Group at the back getting dropped. See, now's the time you would want to get water, but you can see just how much fatigue there is, so this is not a great time to do that. Roman catching up. He lost a little bit of ground, but otherwise we are still in a nice strong position near the front, inside the final 50k. Roman is riding solo. Let's have him ride a little bit harder to try to keep a front position. Yurcevic and Galvez will need to gel up before too long, as they're not going to last a whole lot longer. Igashin, another one struggling a little bit. We need to speed up with him. Speed up with Roman. Galvez is protecting, right? Okay, these guys are done. They need their gels. Lukshi's is going to need his gel. Coming up on the penultimate climb, and then the Mer de Huy again. It's going along quick. I'm only doing ×2 speed, but I feel like we're just kind of flying right now. Okay, speed is picking up, so let's get these guys in a little bit more. Kind of +2 to everybody. Igashin go 85. Dang, he's going back really fast, even at an 85. Come on, come on, don't get dropped here, Igashin. Okay, Yurcevic, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Mer de Huy. Going up the Mer de Huy. Galvez on his own here. And set him to auto. He's going backwards. Roman. Roman, protect. Look, she's going backwards. Berlikov holding firm at the front. He's handling this with ease. Igashin's hanging in there, though. And Roman and Rivera, they're okay. We've got some time to recover, so they will get into that final sequence. We've got 75 left in the peloton. You would suspect that nobody's coming back. In fact, the numbers are going to get smaller, especially with continued crashes. Still 5 riders off the front, but the gap very small, and they are very tired. Look, she's got dropped. Set him to auto. There you go. And we have 4 riders in contention, and we have 3 climbs left to navigate. Like I said, Berlikov, the guy we want to ride for. Rivera, Igashin to do the leading out, probably. So, of these guys, we want a 76, 75. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do it this way. Okay, pace is picking up. Let's bring these guys back into contention a little bit. Roman Gel.
Uh-oh, the pack is quick in the pace.
He's going to make it. He's going to make it into the next climb. That'll set us up for the end. We're down to 48 now in contention. I like our chances of a top 10 today, but how high can we finish? I do not know. Igashin, 11k to go. We'll gel up for him. Roman, Igashin, and then we're going to bring things forward here in just a moment. Let's roll this one out. Let's say 92 or something like that as a good base point. Rivera, Igashin, and Roman. Roman, where is your position? Probably go this order. We don't want to drop back here too far. Igashin to lead it out. Take the outside at this point. There's Berlikov. He only dropped back a wheel or two, so that's okay. Igashin finds the space. There's Berlikov. Okay, let's help these guys get through. Roman. Take that gap. Take that gap. Stick to this side. There we go. Come on, Roman. Come on, Roman. You're holding the gap for us. Now we swap this out. Straight into Rivera. 6.8k. Seeing an attack. Don't worry too much about him. Igashin will be done here momentarily. I want Rivera still to lead out Berlikov. So this one, Okay, now we have that lead out. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So Rivera, Berlikov, hold that wheel. Don't crash around the corner. There we go. Okay, 31 left in contention. Rivera bringing it forward for Berlikov. Go a little less hard here. Go a little less hard. Got to the front. That's where we needed to be. Okay, 30 riders. 1.8K. 95. Yes, that sounds good. Some of these guys are going to be harder and faster. Rivera does the lead out. Okay, 900 meters on to Berlikov. He's a little too far back, isn't he? Gosh, I thought Rivera got us in a good position, and then all of a sudden we weren't there. Okay, sprint it out, Berlikov. Sprint it out. Gosh, that's a lot of guys. They're fast. Look, Berlikov, red bar, gone. Alaphilippe. Dang, these guys were good today. They were strong. I mean, I'm looking at our energy, trying to maximize that so that we had something left to push for the finish. And there wasn't. And look at how many riders. I mean, 16th. That's all we mustered. We beat Gaudu. We beat Champoussin. Quentin Hermans. I mean, dang. Dang. Pogacar was 6th. Ciccone, 9th. Cosnefroy. That Vlasa. Pidcock, 12th. What a loaded field. It's Fleche Wallonne. I can see why it's a loaded field. But no wonder. I don't feel like we did anything wrong there at the end. We were positioned right near the front. I had one lead out rider left. He had a little bit of energy to help us out. Gave us just the bottom few hundred meters, and then we had to go with our leader the rest of the way. And I didn't go too soft. That red bar was gone well before the finish line, so if anything, I went too hard. And yet they were better. They were stronger. We're not there yet overall. We've got one rider who's getting there in Berlikov, but he doesn't have much support, and he's certainly not the punchy guy we want at the finish. He's the climbing guy leading it out that we'd want, but there wasn't any punchy guy strong enough. And that really showed. That really showed today that we're still not quite there. Continental Pro wise, I think we can kind of go out there and tear it up. But I mean, good example. We were right behind Barguil. That's a perfect example because Barguil is absolutely one of the 2 or 3 names and faces in Continental Pro in real life right now that is seen as the best at that level. And we were neck and neck with him at the finish line, so that makes sense. Well, anyway, continue to make progress. Glad to be back. Trying to get that regular schedule up and running, but still so busy, so much to do, but it's getting better. Every day, a little bit better, a little more time, a little more accomplished, a little more caught up. Good things are happening. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.